Give you a wee sort of COVID-19 update, as well as we're going to have a tiny little fire, cook a bacon roll, have a fresh coffee brew. I was going to try to put the hammock up here, but the wind's quite it's quite severe, so Mike is going to, she's got a wee bed just kind of sitting there. So I'm not too sure. This was a spot that we used to use last kind of winter regularly with a hammock, and the storm a few months ago blew this whole bit down and they've taken it all away, so they've left a lot of really kind of simple little wood to burn. I was hoping to bring a little fold up metal, but I forgot it and I couldn't be bothered driving back, so we're just going to clear a little space. It's all very wet again. We're now in October, so we're not worried about the ground being dried out. So we're just going to get set up, get the hammock up, get some firewood. Loads, as you can see, there's an abundance. But really, this is the most elevated bit of these woods, and the wind just comes right up. We've camped down here, we've hammocked down here, but now that this is all cleared, it's much more exposed. So I'm not sure, I thought I'd just come up and have a little breakfast. So, without any further ado, I'm going to get a pile of wood, create a space, try and find a couple of rocks, maybe sit down here, get a little fire going, simple frying pan, a couple bits of bacon. She's got some breakfast, she's got a bed across there, so she's had a nice walk up in the fresh air. My chest is still a bit sore, but I'll fill you all in about the COVID fun and games in a minute or two once we're a bit more set up. Thanks again for tuning in. Please subscribe if you've not already, much appreciated. We've moved location. We're just sitting across here by those two trees. We're still going to get a little bit of the sun, but we've moved to sit behind this little wall here. So I'm going to clear a bit of space. I'm going to put a kind of wooden little floor just to protect the soil a little bit. I appreciate that will burn, but the dirt's quite dry, so I just want to kind of, don't know, might put a bit of stone in the bottom. It's going to be small. I've got some water. I was going to keep the fire really small, but you can see this is a brilliant aspect. When it's snowy in the winter, you can see right up there. Across to Dundee. So it's really nice and exposed. Behind that little wall, you can see when she's just like, hopefully that microphone's working a little bit better. On one of my videos just before the Iceland trip, I had this on a wrong setting and it really wasn't working well, so apologies for the technical difficulties. Right, I'm going to crack on with this, get the fire going. It's a nice wee spot. I don't know if it's going to be flat enough up here for a tent. Just a little fire bed here, just to keep the heat off. Some of these might spark and fracture, so you can gauge it. But just make a little enough wind, I think, up here. Then you can sort of just create little kind of sort of channels. Done that before. Loads of wood. I'll just start to clear some of this kind of, because it's the kind of closest to. Because it's quite windy. This wood's not very sparky, but I just want to be super careful. And that's about the size I'm going to be working with. You know, nothing much bigger than that. Wax coated fire lighters, and I've got a flint as well as another lighter. So that's all a bit wet. Coffee. And I think the wind's come blowing over this little wall. It's a less than I'm going to have the fire kind of out from behind the wind. That's really stinging my eyes. about. So quick COVID update. Came back from Iceland after a really good conference and a working week with a wee bit of excursion. Managed to do a little bit of footage. Don't know where I picked up the virus, but a few days in, I've been back home, ended up feeling really lousy. Couple of nights up during the night, fever, cough, chest pain, tightness of breath, all the typical symptoms, runny nose, quite like a cold. So it was over 2 weeks ago now that I tested positive. So the last few days getting out and about, feeling a bit better. April got it. She's been the worst. Absolutely flattened her. Cough, sneeze, flu, aching, chest. Mia took most of a week off school. So yeah, we've been hit pretty bad. Absolutely hats off to if you're old or frail, or I think we've all become so used to COVID now. It's kind of like I don't know. We've kind of adapted so well that we're not minimising it, but so I've not managed to get up to see my old auntie, my Aunt Winnie. She's 95, so that's been a bummer. I'm working this week. I'll go up next weekend, make sure I'm nice and clear. So, but feeling better. Managed to do work last week. Only to take a day off, really, a couple of days, which didn't have much on. So yeah. Thoughts are with anyone who's really struggling with it, especially this kind of long COVID. I think, let's see how this pans out. But yeah, it's a proper bad one. So I've not been out, I've not been camping for ages, it feels, just with other commitments, being away. I'm going up to the Highlands for work for a few days as well. So balancing life, home, the wild camping and stuff. So I'll hopefully get out soon, either somewhere quite close by, or it's been really nice today to get to a slightly different spot with a view, checking out some different potential spots to camp in as well. So yeah, the fire's almost out. Tiny little fire, enough to cook some bacon, make a coffee, finish my coffee, get down the road. Simple today, but yeah, thanks again for everyone's support over the last few while, especially on Instagram. There's loads of kind of well wishes. When you put up you've got COVID, everyone's kind of sort of wishing you well, and kind of so here's to good health, everyone. Thanks again for everyone's support, tuning in. It's always a pleasure to share my wee excursions with you. I'm going to put some soil on that, get that ash. Found some cheese, just such a nice clear. The aeroplanes are just flying in the sky. You won't see them, but right, we're going to sign off. I think we'll see what we're like when we get to the car, but we might. There's some more woods way over there. Might try and get the car, do some exploring at some different potential little hilltop spots. Quite windy, leaving no trace. Really nice little cup of coffee with a wee one. Hey, Audrey. And just to get some nice fresh air again, and just keep moving, keep exercising, keep strong. So thanks again for tuning in. Just sign off probably there. I'll do a little bit of footage on the way out of the woods, but keen to get home and got got a busy week ahead, so hope everyone's taking care. Thanks again.